Michael McGubb, everybody. Hey, Michael Rutherford Jr. He asked me to rank the Armored Saint albums, which, man, this is cool. Because I love Armored Saint, you know? I feel they're extremely underrated, and hopefully, man, if I could just grab one person out there to check out these records, and you end up loving it, it's all worth it, man. There's nothing better than somebody telling me. You know, does that a lot is Dennis Turney Jr. He's like, man, you turned me on to this album, that album, you know. I love hearing shit like that. It's so awesome, you know. So, Michael asked me to rank the Armored Saint albums. There's 8 albums. I'm not adding, you know, not to the old school or Saints Will Conquer or stuff like that, or live albums. Strictly their official studio albums. And there's 8 of them, all right? Now, before I go into this, I will say, I think Armored Saint has a perfect discography where none of these albums are lame. I love all these albums. Now, the one all the way at the bottom, at number 8, I gotta admit, when I first heard it, I wasn't into it, man. It took me quite a few listens for it to finally grab me. And I absolutely love the album, but yeah, it's at the bottom. I'm talking about La Raza. I love La Raza. Chilled is one of the coolest Armored Saint songs ever. I do love it, but man, this band is fucking awesome, you know? All their albums kick ass. Like number 7, Win Hands Down. So many killer songs on this one. I gotta say, my favorite one, and I did tell Joey VIERA when I saw him, man, have you guys ever played with a full head of steam live? And he told me no, and I'm like, man, that's like the best song on the album, and one of my all-time favorite Armored Saint song. And it's the only song on this album written by everybody in the band: John Bush, Joey VIERA, Jeff Duncan, Phil Sandoval, and Gonzo Sandoval. All had writing on it. Great song. I love the song Mess on here, and Muscle Memory, In an Instant. That was then, way back when. Title track, and Exercise in Debauchery. This whole album is awesome. Absolutely love this freaking album, man. And then the next one is their next album, Punching the Sky. Another great one. Every song on here fucking rules. My favorite on here is Missile to Gun, but Flying the Ointment is awesome, and Standing on the Shoulder of Giants, and End of the Attention Span. My Jurisdiction. Fucking awesome. Lone Wolf. Awesome album, man. That one is at number 6. Alright, at number 5. Their reunion album, Revelation. This, I think this album was super strong. Like a very strong album. Pay Dirt, opening with Pay Dirt, The Pillar. After Me, The Flood. Man, a very underrated tune on here is Den of Thieves. Well, they're actually all underrated, but Den of Thieves is an awesome tune. What's Your Pleasure is awesome. That one, David Pritchard helped write. It's an older song, and it fucking rocks, man. I absolutely love Revelation. It's up there, man. It's one of my favorites. Alright, then after Revelations, I'm going to go with their debut album, March of the Saint. My favorite song off March of the Saint is Mutiny on the World, which I've never seen them play live, and I have mentioned it to them too. You know, hey man, you guys need to dust off Mutiny on the World. That song rules, but man, this song also has Stricken by Fate, March of the Saint, Can You Deliver, Madhouse, Seducer, Take a Turn, fucking Glory Hunter, Envy, False Alarm. Awesome debut album. Absolutely love this album. Right. The next one would be, most people would say it's their best album. I like 2 more than it, but yeah, I love Symbol of Salvation. Of course, Rain of Fire. Most people think this is their best album, and I don't blame them. The Truth Always Hurts. What a song, man. The way fucking John Bush sings that one, amazing. Tribal Dance, the title track, Hanging Judge Warzone. Oh my God. Tainted Pass. What a tune. Spineless. There's a lot of David Pritchard by this time passed away, but man, he wrote a lot of these songs, man. He wrote Hanging Judge Warzone, Burning Questions alone, and then he co-wrote Spineless, one of my favorites on here, and Rain of Fire, and Dropping Like Flies. I mean, he's all over this album. And I think it's an amazing album, and it's sad that this didn't explode them. Because this is an album, I think, as potent as, like, Appetite for Destruction. I do. I actually think it's better than Appetite for Destruction, but I think it's got that right promotion. It would have exploded, I feel. But that is my number 3, Symbol of Salvation. All right, number 2, Raising Fear. Probably their heaviest album. I love that title track, and of course, Chemical Euphoria. Underdogs, Book of Blood, Human Vulture. Are you kidding me? The bonus track is one of my favorite songs on here, Crisis of Life, which I'm so happy because I bought Raising Fear when Metal Blade re-released it. I'm so happy they added Crisis of Life because Crisis of Life was only on the CD. Maybe it was on the cassette, but it wasn't on the vinyl. And I love Crisis of Life. And I love Raising Fear. The album fucking owns, and it's at number 2. And you know, while they were making this album, there was turmoil. They didn't know where to go. They weren't a glam band. They weren't a thrash band. So they were a little confused, and they did the best they could. And let me tell you something. If it went for number 1, it is the best they could. But no. Number 1 favorite Armored Saint album, hands down. And it's been this way since it's been new. Yes, I bought it in 1985. I'm talking about Delirious Nomad. I mean, every damn song has their Stairway to Heaven Aftermath is on there. Nervous Man, Long Before I Die. Over the Edge, For the Sake of Heaviness, which was originally called For the Sake. That's it, on the original Chrysalis album. It might have been called For the Sake of Heaviness before that. I'm sure it was. Ain't a Hole's Awesome, You're Never Alone, Smokes. And yeah, Released. What an ending. What a bass solo on that song. Yeah, so that's my number 1, Delirious Nomad. So yeah, Michael Rutherford, thank you so much, man, for the donation. I really enjoyed doing this. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And everybody out there, you know, if you love the Armored Saint, leave it in the comments below your order of the 8 albums. I'd love to know. I'm sure a lot of it will be Symbol of Salvation at number 1, and I don't blame you. It's fucking awesome. So thank you again, Michael, and everybody out there. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and ring that little notification bell. I totally would appreciate that. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. And if you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. So, stay frosty, listen to Black Sabbath, and smack 'em a gob.